And Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right.
Oh, you would.
I had to.
Oh, my
Matthew
gosh.
McConaughey apparently given some advice to his son about social media. I would love to sit in on a Matthew McConaughey lecture about truly anything.
Yeah.
This man, you listen to him talk and it's just like, what?
Yeah, because he gives amazing pep talks. But he talked to his 15-year-old son, Levi, and they had to have a big discussion about the pros and cons of social media before he was allowed to create an Instagram account. And he said basically that a lot of times young people, when they wake up in the morning, they think, what am I going to post today? And that his son should never get in that mindset. He should wake up and say, what am I going to do today? And then the posts will follow. And then also, what kind of people are you going to be following on Instagram? Why would you want to follow them? What about them inspires you? Because what you see and consume helps, you turn into the person that you're going to be. So on top of making sure that he's making every day count, he wants to make sure you're only following good people.
We need more of this.
It's good advice.
We just need more of this.
Yeah, I do
Literally,
feel like it's good.
I would worship at the altar of Matthew McConaughey. Remember when he was going to run for governor of Texas a couple of years ago? Let me write him in for the governor of Oregon next time we have a governmental race going on. And there's a very good reason the University of Texas keeps him on the football sidelines every week. If he's delivering speeches like that, I've never been so inspired and want to reconsider everything I think about throughout the course of the day when listening to Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
I know.
He really is an interesting human. Like he has so much perspective on a lot of different topics.
Yeah.
You hear him talk, whether it's on a podcast or his book, whatever. It's fascinating.
He does sometimes get a little off the rails with some of his metaphors. Like there have been some speeches before that I'm like, I need a map to follow this.
He's Hollywood after all.
Yes, but it's good.
You got talking about how positive it is, but if I were his kid, I'd be like, I don't need 15 minutes of inspiration to load the dishwasher. Just say load the dishwasher. I feel like I would lean the opposite way, like, oh gosh, here comes another soliloquy. Okay, please continue on.
Right, Dad's got to do his thing again.
I guess as somebody who is naturally anti-social media, if it weren't for my job, I would be on none of it.
Yeah.
I just love this. I love it.
He's got a good perspective on it.
Yes, he does. All right. Well, back in the football world, T. Swift maybe dating a pretty star player, possibly.
Yeah, a gentleman named Travis Kelce. So I don't speak the sports.
I was going to say that, a question mark at the end of it.
Even I know who Travis Kelce is, Liz.
I had no idea other than the world of Taylor Swift, because I do speak Taylor Swift. And this is the same gentleman that back over the summer went to one of her concerts, tried to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it and like shoot his shot. And he couldn't get the bracelet to her, and he talked about it. And so since then, it's now rumored that they've hung out a few times. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but my favorite thing about TikTok is the conspiracy theories. And right now, people are saying because she's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, that she's actually trying to take down the Kansas City Chiefs from the inside. And so that's what's happening over there.
I want to buy into that conspiracy theory, and I'll even double down on it by saying this. Travis Kelce's brother plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. What if him, Jason Kelce, and Taylor Swift are in cahoots to take down the Chiefs together? Sign me up. Take all my money, Las Vegas. I want the Chiefs to go down because they are the new Patriots, and I want my Patriots to return to the top.
Okay, we don't need to go down the Patriots rabbit
hole.
We
don't need to get Patriots involved here. No, so I know Travis Kelce not from football, but because he hosted Saturday Night Live last season.
You guys, he's a tight end in the NFL.
Well, now I know. Now I know what he does in the NFL. But before that, I was like, who is this Travis Kelce guy? And he was actually like, he's pretty good on stage. He has a bit of an entertainer presence about him.
Yeah, he's a showman for sure.
Isn't there a Netflix documentary about him as well?
I don't know.
I think there's something. There's something somewhere. I'm sure the streams are going to go through the roof now because all of Taylor's fans are going to be like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But what do we think about this? She has not dated a high-profile athlete.
Yeah.
Most of her beaux have been musicians, actors, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I support it, but I don't know very much about the sports this is, like I said. But you know how she hides little Easter eggs and everything she does? If they are, in fact, dating and it, becomes confirmed, I wonder if, he'll start to do that as well, like wear a certain color of socks maybe start dropping words in interviews to give us a hint that like, uh-oh, reputation's coming next. Like that's what I want to see. I want a little partnership where it's like little Easter eggs of what's happening
He's
in
going to
life.
have different football eras.
Yeah.
Change out his cleats or something.
All I know is if they are actually dating, I will pitch a tent outside of Best Buy and buy the CD that she writes about him on the flip side in the breakup.
That is such a tired
Okay.
joke. She is so much more than that.
You can also just wait till it's on Spotify, Mike. It's a
Says the guy who's not even on social media.
Radio.
All
All
right,
right, guys. We'll see you later.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
You can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.